Hi Leos, it's Molly with Soul School Tarot and Astrology. Happy birthday to my Leo suns out there. This is a reading that's also for my Leo moon and rising signs, and it is a general reading for the month of August 2020. I'm changing things up a little bit, you guys, but really it's just so that I can roll out more amazing projects to engage with all of you guys. There are now going to be extended readings for everything that I put on YouTube. Most of everything I put on YouTube is going to have an extended reading available at Vimeo starting this month, but since it's your birthday, I'm going to go ahead and hook you guys up, okay? So this will be a full reading for you guys today. And I did that for Aquarius as well, since I forgot them last month. I didn't forget them. I had to prioritize, okay? Anyways, Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. This is your general collective reading for the month of August. I did go ahead and make a full moon in Aquarius astro forecast, and I'm going to have one for the new moon in Leo as well. And then I am going to go ahead and roll out my monthly love readings as well as my monthly prosperity forecast. And we will have extended versions of those available as well. Please do keep your eyes peeled, because beginning in September, I'm going to have some drop-in, drop-out courses on Patreon if you guys are interested in learning tarot and astrology. So lots and lots of fun stuff in the works. So thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you for all your support up until this point. I couldn't have been doing it without you. All right. So, shall we? Yeah, let's go ahead and do this. I am actually, that's not even the deck I want to start with. I'm going to start off with the Vintage Wisdom Oracle. And I'm really just looking for an overarching energy for you guys for the month of Aquarius. And let's see what we've got. We have been like, y'all, I gotta tell you how excited I was about the sun to move into Leo, because I feel like it's going to be a very, very active season for my fire signs. I feel like there's a lot of frustration that has been pent up. I know it's a Sagittarius rising, I've been feeling that way. And I think it's finally time for everything that's been holding us back to just really kind of break away. Ooh, let's talk about that. Leos, what you got going on? I love it. Surrender. Look at all this butterfly imagery. Okay, surrender is at the bottom of the deck. You guys, this is a really, really beautiful energy, and I'm going to tell you the reason why. Leos will surrender to an experience, but not to much else. Okay? Because fire, that's what fire is. It's activity, it's experience, it's exploration, all right? So I feel like there is this beautiful energy coming along, and typically when confronted with this kind of energy that's on the table right now, I think a lot of Leos would maybe take a step back, shrink away, try to make sure that they are maintaining their image and ego as they move forward, right? But then you guys meet something that just makes you feel so good it doesn't even matter anymore. I love this. Okay. Where do we begin? Card number 1 out. Look at you guys. Love. Now, this, oh my God. I just have to stop and I have to think about this. Okay, I was just watching a documentary on sound science last night, and about how, like, this is essentially, it has to do with like the law of vibration and hermeticism and everything like that. And it essentially has to do with how you attract something to you is by maintaining and resonating the same vibration as the thing that you want to attract, right? Which is why we don't hex people. Because if you want to maintain yourself in a vibration of like misery and misfortune, have fun with that, okay? But love, this is about finding somebody who is truly on your level. You don't have to worry about your ego moving forward because you finally meet somebody who just matches up with you. You don't have to be anything else. You don't have to try to make yourself bigger or smaller to be in their company and to feel heard and felt and seen. And if it's not another person, then it is a project, it's a job, it's a new living situation, it's a new friendship. But that's what she's doing. She's playing this, I don't know, mouth harp. Okay, and it's like it's reverberating all around. What is the phrase that they gave me? It's reverberating all around, and it's almost like they're showing me other birds flying up, but those birds can't hear this melody. And then suddenly this bird is like, yo, I hear you. Yeah, that's me. I'm what you've been putting all those vibrations out into the universe for. I am what you have been manifesting. Resonant vibration. Is that it? Was I reading this book last night? You guys, it's going to drive me crazy. No, I wasn't. Resonant vibration. It had to do with the fact that, like, did you know this? I didn't know this. That the sun and Sirius, if you were to listen to the vibration that each of those stars make, they actually resonate in harmony with one another. And it also, the way that it came up was talking about how, like, the way that people, when they're singing in high-pitched frequencies, can break a glass. That only happens if their frequency exactly matches, like, the frequency of the material. I don't know how else to say that. It's called a resonant vibration. And this is really beautiful. But it also is like, some of you guys have just been like speaking aloud. Like you spoke this or sang it or, you know, played it with a musical instrument into existence. It's almost like you wrote it down on paper or you said to a friend, you know what, all I need, what I really want is XYZ. XYZ, maybe ABC. This is what I'm trying to call in. And then the universe was like this little bird flying by and like, oh, hey, are you talking about me? I'm looking for that too. I love it. And so here's what you get. What is a toadstool? I have to look up toadstool imagery. I'll be right back. That makes so much sense. Because I wake up in the morning and I go out and look at my flowers. I'm like, there's this like 4-inch tall toadstool. Where'd it come from? It has to do with very, very rapid growth. Okay. So these wings show that there's some transformation that has taken place for you, because you might have been singing this song for a long time, but you weren't really, you might have been trying to manifest this thing for a long time, but you were not actually in alignment with it. All right. But this is just, look at all this, you guys, this butterfly energy. It's so light and fun and different, but familiar. It's familiar. It's childlike. And in fact, playfulness is an energy that I would associate with the 5th house, which is ruled by Leo. Okay. But this is something that just clicks. It grows fast because it just clicks. Okay. And also that's what mushrooms do, is they will just literally pop up overnight when the proper environment or conditions are made available to it in an environment, right? So it's like everything's just in beautiful alignment with this. And like I said, you feel fun, you feel playful. This is the resonance, what did I say? The resonant vibration almost happens between 2 inner children, or between an external situation and an inner like childhood dream. And in this situation, you get to lower your veil. You really, you have this opportunity. All these butterflies that have been like hiding inside of you, they just get to come out and you get to express yourself. You express your thoughts, express your feelings, express your ideas, your passions. Look at that, just beautiful like brain butterflies. It's a lot of communication as well. It's giving me a major 8 of Wands energy. All right. And then you say, like, remember I said surrender. you get put in this position, it feels so good and it's so comfortable. Like you don't have to like manage it or try to control it or try to channel it in the ways that you maybe usually do. You're just like, oh my God, this feels good. I think I can just let go. Ah, I love that. Let's go ahead and get into the tarot. This is the Crow Tarot, and I'm going to be taking a peek at past energies into the present. And then the second part of the reading will now typically be the extended. We're going to take a peek at how to get through the present and into a future and what an outcome like that might look like. I just want to tell you one more time how very glad I am to have you guys all here with me today. I've been doing that. Oh my God. I've been doing that shadow work. I had to go into the underworld. Ooh, the things I saw there, you guys. But it is okay because I came out like a hero. You know how that goes. That's what the journey's all about. Every time you go into the underworld, you better come out your own hero. Because that's what it's for. You guys have been doing that. Then I said this butterfly imagery, this transformation. Oh my God. The flight, right? It's almost like you're still laying there all dead, but still singing that song. And then this comes in and it's just this animation. Oh. I'm sitting here talking about the underworld and the death card comes out. Come on, you guys. Also, is this not about playfulness and love and expression? Look at that fountain, super flowy. What else we got? You can see this deck talking. It's not even me. You can see this deck. 2 aces. Come on, Leos. Happy birthday to you. We got to figure out what that means there, right there, though. Why are they coming out of that? Why are they doing the thing? The Fool. And okay. Leos, I'm going to need you to stop being such Leos. This is extra, you guys. There are 3 aces on the table and this Judgment card. This Judgment card is the like the trumpet that calls this homie up from the dead. Dang, I am excited, you guys. Okay, all right. So literally, let me go ahead and not get ahead of myself. We already looked at death. We already looked at the 4 of Wands. This is literally a completion of a last phase. Like you had a thing that you accomplished. And I feel like it ran its course. You guys did the thing. You released what you had to do. This right here, they're showing me this resonant vibration again. It's a combination of 2 of Wands energies. Now the Wands are like these musical notes to me. Like an Ace of Wands is like a doo, right? And then the 2 of Wands is like a, you throw in another note there and they're starting to resonate. They're starting to harmonize. Now we're going somewhere. And then these 4 things come together and it's like a motherfucking barbershop quartet. It sounds beautiful. You see how both these birds are singing that vibration? Oh my gosh. And we have the Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, and the Ace of Swords here. But do you see that beautiful fountain in the middle? That's the space that this is all flowing from. Oh my God, you guys. Let me get water. This is so much. So, next card that comes out. And this is so funny, is this 7 of Wands, which is interesting because usually the way that this is configured, whenever there's like multiple, you know, wands, I pay attention from deck to deck. How are the wands grouped, right? So in the traditional tarot, one dude's holding this wand and then you got 6 wands coming at him from above. This is all split up. And we have 4 Wands here. And these 2 wands here. You see how these people are singing? See how these crows are singing? Each crow is singing its own harmony, its own melody. I don't know the proper musical terminology. And then you come together and it's like, oh my God. The question I asked is, why are they jumping off this cliff? And you know who I got? The Fool, the cliff jumper of the tarot. But now that I look at this, they're ascending up the cliff, you guys. They're ascending up the cliff. You got your 2 of Wands, and then you're singing your song, and then you're like, oh my gosh, it's like that, hey, you can really dance. And like, you can really dance. And so then, like, you know, they've both been dancing all this time. What a coincidence. And then they get together and they make a TikTok about it. That's this Ace of Wands, okay? Do you guys get where I'm going? Finding somebody who is like resonating the same song that you're singing out into the world. And then being like, are we going to do this? And in fact, that's the only ace that's not on the table is the Ace of Wands. But it's up there on the top of that cliff. You guys have to begin this new journey. But what comes along is this, it's an opportunity. Okay, so it's a meeting, a connection, a job offer. They're literally showing me like somebody walking along and picking up a penny off the ground and being like, oh my gosh, it's good luck. It could be very surprising. It might just seem to show up out of nowhere. And then this is the saying yes to it. And look at all of this beautiful ascension imagery we've got. Like I said, they're ascending up the cliffs. This dude is ascending. Yes. Saying yes. Just yes. I love this energy so much. You guys are probably laughing at me. Imagine me being like your ancient philosophy teacher, y'all. Yeah, I did that once. Yes. Just say yes. What did Nietzsche say? Nietzsche critiqued our society because our society was always telling us to say no to things. Say yes to life. Say yes. So this opportunity comes along and you're like, yes. But also look at how this is on the ground. And this dude heading straight up to like up above the mountains and everything into the sky. And it's beautiful. And he does touch back down again. Right? On this new path, this new adventure. I'm so excited for you guys. But let's talk about what this is. There's new feelings flowing. There's new beautiful feelings. And there's 2 birds in this card. But one bird is looking in his own reflection in this cup. And the other bird is flying around with that coin. One of you is seeing a deeper emotional connection here, whereas the other one is looking at it more as like a practical, tangible thing I have rather than thing I feel. Why? You might ask. But also look at how there's this like cliff energy back here, right? Let's do this. But there's a lot of passion here, all this fire. But I feel like somebody is looking for more, is more aware of their emotional investment in a situation than the other. This person is perched. They're settling down. That one's still out there flying around. He's got a hold of that coin, but maybe a little less committal. So let's take a peek. And there's some sort of judgment call needs to be made in this situation. Again, more ascension energy. One of these 2 people is going to have to step up. Now, gender are energies, masculine and feminine energies, not people. Okay, so when I talk about these next 2 cards that come out, oh shit. Okay, I got you, sister. Hold on. There's a King of Cups reversed and a Queen of Swords. Take it as it resonates, right? This King of Cups reversed. I actually feel like this is the one who's looking into the cup deeply. Because you see how he looks a little sad? He looks a little 5 of Cupsy there. This King of Cups is a very deeply emotional person. He's very, very aware of his emotions. He's been through a lot. But I don't think he's... What's the word? Okay. He's down for the playfulness, because the playfulness is fun. The playfulness is healing. But the reflection he's looking at is the past. Okay? All right? Y'all get me with this energy here. This King of Cups is reversed. Do you see how his cups like all spilled out? This is somebody who I think has given a lot in the past. And they're like, oh my gosh, here it is. Here's this opportunity for me to just kind of pour myself into something again. But they have to be very, very careful not to make the same mistakes. In fact, look at this. This cup is pouring out too much and spilling everywhere. Okay? Whereas you got this bird flying around. I don't know. There's so many birds. All right? Because the next one's the Queen of Swords. And you can see there's the other person. The other person is still in the picture, has not been dismissed. But I feel like this wing up is like, yo, hey, I like you. Okay, are we going to do this or not do this? Okay. And the fact that he's flying just lets me know that I think that there's still some thinking about it. Okay. This is the judgment call being made. Okay. For some of you guys, you're the one who's not sure that you're emotionally ready for this. And it's about expectations. It's about expectations. Somebody is kind of in an, I almost feel like an all or nothing mind frame. And the universe is like, there's other options. You know that? There's taking things slow. There is, you know what I mean? But there's also maybe just scaling back your expectations of what are reasonable expectations about making sure that your emotional needs are met, right? And as far as like trying to hold other people responsible, that's a thing that a King of Cups reversed can do, is sometimes he tries to hold other people responsible for his emotional well-being. Or her, okay? But it's not, in some cases, it is about manipulation. I'm not feeling that energy, but it's just about they feel so overwhelmed with emotion, they don't know how to temper it. They don't know how to give out just a little bit of their love at a time. And so they end up giving it all away. And then there's water all over the floor and they're like, shit. I don't know. That's the story I got. Okay. Yeah, they've been through a lot of stress about this in the past. Okay. But this energy, it's fun. It's fun. But will it last? Okay. So now we're moving into the second part of the reading. And this is the Game of Thrones Tarot. And I'm going to go ahead and shuffle a little bit more and see if that wants to come out. We are going to talk about moving from the present into the future. I do have this Three of Cups here, which is just fun. Like, it's more of this. It's like a combination of these three cards: love, playfulness, and expression. Okay? This is just enjoying the feelings that are happening in the situation right now. We have another Judgment card, you guys. We have another Judgment card and a Nine of Spears. This is the Nine of Wands reversed. Let me go ahead and get some more clarification on that. That's too many. If they need to come out, let them come out. According to the cards around the table, this is likely to be more of a learning experience for you than a long-term situation. Okay? And it's fun. Seven of Cups, because you're thinking about something else. You want it to be something else. You're like imagining the grass on the other side. Is it greener? Is it less green? Is this the exact level of greenness that I want my grass to be? Do I want more? Okay. So it is fun. But literally at some point in time, you gotta be like, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? Do you see that, like, arms out? What are we doing here? What are we doing here, homie? What are we gonna do? Okay, because it's about like the expectations that you're having of this experience. Okay, so in other words, yep, this could be either or. Like I said, are you the King of Cups reversed, or are you the Queen of Swords, or are these both aspects of you? All right, the idea is, you know what, I'm not trying to do this again. What are we doing here? Have you ever, you guys, oh my god, I'm 40. If y'all didn't know that, I'm 40. And if you've never hit this moment in your dating life, and mind you, I've never been married, I haven't been in long-term relationships. Some people just, that's what they do for their whole adult lives, right? But if you're somebody who like tends to be single more often and you're out in the dating scene, you know, I go in and out. That first time you meet somebody and you're like, I'm not even trying to play around. Like, this is fun, but like, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? I'm a grown up. I know what I want. What are we doing here? Okay. That's the vibe I'm getting. I think it was about 30 when I was like, you know what? I'm so done with just seeing where this goes. Like, I know where I want things to go. I'm going to state it from the beginning. If it's not going to go there, like, that's where I'm going. Bye. You know? Like, what am I doing here? Okay. This Six of Swords shows, it's just, you know, upright. It's the victory card, so you can guess what it means that it's not upright. The Wheel of Fortune is things move along. And this Ten of Swords is like, it literally is just like that mental doneness. And then, was there a 5? There was a 5 of Cups that tried to come out. And this Page of Swords. Because there's this realization. This is, like I said, it's a learning experience. You're not stressing about what you used to stress about. Because you lived through the experience, right? Some of you guys are afraid of this. Some of you guys are like, you know what? I already had that talk with myself and said, we're not playing games anymore. Saying, you know what? Next person that comes along, I'm going to let them know what I want from a relationship and what I expect back in return. And if I don't get that, I'm going to walk away. And now this is the opportunity for you to actually prove that to the universe. Beautiful. I would like more information on that Ten of Swords reversed. If it's not making you happy, if it's not filling your cup, you can walk away from it. You can give yourself permission to do that. But man, that sucks because y'all, we had so many aces on this table. I thought this was going somewhere. Let's talk more. There's our other ace. This spun, okay? So it's a 5 of Cups. It's about moving on, right? What's this? It's a test of your strength. It's a test of your strength. But we have this ace upright. Do you know what you get when you have all 4 aces on the table? It's a magician moment. You get to create a new reality for yourself. Okay? This is Leo. Leo, this is you upright. Okay? This is you growing. This is you. How do I say that? This is a thing that used to get you down and it doesn't anymore. You used to take stuff like this personally and you don't anymore. If that person doesn't want what you want, or if this job is not going to offer you what it is that you're telling yourself you need out of a job, you're like, bet. Guess who is going to give me what I want and need? Me. Okay? That's the energy that I'm getting. But look at this sun here. All right? Beautiful sun energy. And the 5 of Cups is just leaving, to me, it is leaving behind the things that are no longer meant for you. As soon as your birthday, I'm going to pull more. Same. Do you remember how I told you about the traditional imagery of this Seven of Wands? Here, this is you about to jump off of a cliff and say, let's do this. Let's have a whole new adventure. Let's just go for it. Double confirmation. All right. This is you proceeding on your mission with your spear. Remember? This is your spirit. This is your truth. This is your motivation, your inspiration, your passion for what it is that you truly want and deserve. And you're not giving up. That's the thing, you guys, is something like this 2, 3, 4, 5 years ago would have made you just want to give up. And you're not giving up because you're not taking it personally. You're realizing that it is a product of self-love and self-work and about the integration of that ego that Leos are so famous for, right? Because our ego is not a bad thing. It's there to protect us. Okay? But you know how protective lions get. Sometimes they just need to be calmed, okay? So the Strength card is Temperance coming in and kind of calming that lion. And I really feel like you guys, you're not reacting in the same way to this situation as you would have in the past. You're like, I know who I am. I've got my spear. I'm going to keep going for the thing that I know is for me. Why do I feel like this is in alignment with some of the other readings that we've done for you, Leo? What aspect of Leo should they be trying to highlight during the month of August? Thank you so much, Divine Spirits of Love and Light. What do we got? The Lady of Lightning. Surprises sometimes shock. Total paradigm shift. God, I love this energy. Creator energy, you guys. This is creator energy. All of these aces coming through you, and suddenly you realize that like you actually have the power to create what it is that you want to create. Just let it flow right out of your fingertips by taking all of the energies that are present in the environment around you and channeling them. 35, 3 plus 5 is 8. That's strength. That's strength. All these energies around you, and instead of just reacting to them, you channel them out of your freaking fingertips. And that's how you create magic. You guys, I love this energy so much, but I'm not even done with you yet, okay? I am pulling now from the Healing the Mind and Spirit cards. And here's the thing. All this playfulness and love and expression that you feel, when you realize that it's not actually the thing that it is that you're hoping and wanting and working for, you're like, you know what? That's okay, because now I know what that feels like. Now I have that reference point inside. And then what you do is you keep singing that song. Because I'm going to tell you what, the song you're singing right now has attracted a bird. How does I say that? This card knows what I'm saying. You're not at the vibrational level that you think you are. So you're not attracting the exact thing that you think you are. This is coming along to teach you to be more specific about what you're trying to attract. It's a part of the learning process. Listen, you're not here by accident or some coincidence of nature. This is a part of your learning path, of your learning journey. What does it say? My life has always held a deep meaning and profound purpose. Okay? Finding true meaning from these experiences that you have been through. Understand the source of your anger and let it go. Anger harms your body as well as your mind. I release all anger because anger harms me. You guys, I feel like this is the King of Cups, kind of still being resentful about some of those past situations and trying to hold on to those situations where you realize Okay, let me find the words. That, how do I say this? It's really kind of tying in with the Aquarius reading about boundaries, about somebody who did not put up proper boundaries in the past. And so they ended up spent. They ended up drained, right? And angry about it too. But boundaries also come from the place of the ego. Because the ego's job is to keep us safe. And the boundaries' job is to keep us safe. That's why we have boundaries, right? You just got to make sure that your boundaries aren't becoming walls. So for some of you guys, what this Strength card is about is learning not to take it personally if somebody else is not looking for the exact same thing you are, even if it feels good. It's not about you. It's about keep singing your song, right? And it's this thing right now feels like a perfect match. And it is. It's a perfect match to where you're at. But it's not the perfect match to where you're supposed to be. And where Spirit's trying to get you, okay? Into a much more powerful creator energy. All right, guys? I sure love you a lot. Thank you so much for being here. Keep an eye out for my other readings I'm putting out for you guys. Check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Hit me up with the information below if you want to book a personal reading. Y'all know I live for those. And in fact, hit me up and tell me you're a Leo and it's your birthday and I'll get you a discount, okay? I just feel really bad because I don't have that set up right now, okay? But just hit me up. I'll give you a discount for your birthday reading, okay?